What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and we have a lot unfolding. I've got a lot to get you caught up on. This is your Build Back Better and stimulus check update. Now, first up, we've got word of another stimulus check coming out on a city level. I'm going to let you know all the details, as you guys know here on the channel, as these pop up on city, state, county levels. I keep you up to date on the latest. Also, take a look at this, you guys. Biden administration to launch the website for free at-home tests this Wednesday. I'm going to give you all the details, as right now it's hard to even get a hold of a test to find out if you're sick or not. And they launched this. It's going to be happening this week. And take a look at this, you guys. Senator Tim Kaine on Build Back Better, he said he believes it's dead, but the core provisions, they still will pass. Now, I shared this with you a little bit in my last video as we received word that the Biden administration has said they believe they're going to get parts of the Build Back Better pushed through, even though talks have stalled with Senator Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema on that stimulus package. They're still optimistic they're going to get things through. I'm going to share with you the video footage on exactly what it was that this senator had to say on this bill. But you guys, let's go ahead and dive right in, get you caught up on the latest, a lot unfolding, and also wanted to let you guys know, thank you so much for all the support on the second channel, Steve Ram Finance. If you're interested in growing wealth, personal finance, consider joining. I will pin a comment down below. Also, new video is going to be coming out this week on that channel, so keep an eye out for that. But right now, let's get you caught up on the latest with economic news and stimulus. And let's start off by smashing the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Just takes a second, really helps out the channel a ton. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Also, leave your comments, share this out. If you want to stay up to date, totally free to do so. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and if you got any specific questions that you want me to answer directly, I'm easy to get a hold of. All you got to do is hop onto Instagram and shoot me a DM at SteveRam3. But with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, so first up, you guys, link in the description below to this article that just came out that says the Biden administration is going to be launching a website for free at-home tests Wednesday. Now, the article says, over the weekend, pandemic at-home test kits became free at local pharmacies for customers with insurance. Now, it's part of the federal government's effort to stop the spread of the pandemic. Now, this Wednesday, the White House is also going to be launching that new website called covidtest.gov. So you're going to want to go to that website to access this, where people can order free at-home rapid tests to be sent directly to their homes. Now, it says the Biden administration will distribute nearly 500 million tests nationwide, and they say they will be delivered to homes within 7 to 12 days. So if you want one of these, be sure to go to the website and they will send it directly to your home. And this is because right now this is spreading like we have never seen before, and everybody's getting sick, and there is just not enough tests for even people to find out whether or not they've contracted this new variant. So be sure to check out that website. That's going to be available this Wednesday. Now, take a look at this, you guys. Link in the description below. Tim Kaine, Build Back Better is dead, but the core provisions will pass. And this is going to be affecting the overall federal level stimulus package. Now, currently, Build Back Better doesn't have a check. We're going to be talking about that stimulus check that was just released here in a second, but that's on a city level. This is on a federal level for the entire nation. And Build Back Better is the stimulus package currently under discussion. Now, we've heard of more to come. We've heard that the Biden administration, Congress, they're all saying more provisions are going to be needed for various items. I'll keep you up to date on that, but take a look at where things stand with Build Back Better. Senator Tim Kaine told CBS's Face the Nation on Sunday that he believes the core of President Biden's Build Back Better legislation will pass, but acknowledged that the $1.75 trillion spending bill is dead as a package. So let's go ahead and take a look at the video footage so you can see it for yourself.
We go now to Senator Tim Kaine. He joins us from Richmond. Good morning to you, Senator.
Good morning, Margaret.
So you just heard that CBS poll, which shows 65% of the country doesn't think the president is focused enough on inflation, which is at a 40-year high of 7%. Why do you think the White House appears so out of touch with the public?
Well, look, I think it's a tough time right now. And Margaret, as you know, the White House has focused significant energy on the economy in the first year, record job growth in the first year of a White House, 3.9% unemployment rate, and very strong growth in wages. But the inflation issue is real. We've got to tackle it. Some of the inflation is related to the continuing pandemic, which has disrupted supply chains. But President Biden and Congress are also working on initiatives in the Build Back Better legislation that will reduce costs, healthcare, prescription drugs, education. People hear the title of the bill and they don't know what it might do for them. But if we can get it passed, some of it deals with cost drivers that bedevil most families, and we can show them that we're paying attention.
Even the White House economist is using the past tense when referring to Build Back Better. It's dead. You don't have the votes in the Senate.
I don't agree with you, Margaret. You're right that it's dead. The most recent version of it is not going to happen. But if you look at the core of the bill, I think the core is education and workforce, and things like reduced childcare and education expenses, workforce training, and then support for the workforce in areas like healthcare. There are other pieces of the bill that are more controversial. I still believe we're going to find a core of this bill, whatever we call it, we're going to find a core of the bill and pass it, and it will deal directly with some of these inflation concerns.
Democratic strategist James Carville was on another network this morning, and he said Democrats whine too much. He said you're not talking. He said you're not talking enough about the infrastructure bill you just passed. You're talking about things that have failed, and you have a vote scheduled this week that will also fail on voting rights. Why do you think that is an effective strategy to have high-profile failures rather than talk about the things that people are saying do matter to them on the economy and inflation?
Well, Margaret, I do think we are talking a lot about the infrastructure bill. Certainly I am in Virginia, and whether it's broadband, road, rail, bridges, ports, airports, electricity grid, it's going to mean a lot of good for every zip code in the country. With respect to voting rights, look, whatever the pundits say, makes political sense. It is such an existential issue. Those of us who survived the attack on the Capitol January 6th and are witnessing wholesale efforts around the country to make it harder for people to vote and to undermine the integrity of elections, we have to do this. We all have to be recorded at this moment in time about where are we in protecting the right to vote. Right now, it doesn't look like it has the votes to pass, but we're going to cancel our Martin Luther King Day recess and be there this week because we think it's so important for the country. And we will be voting both on the bills, but also on, if we can't get Republican support for the bills, we have uniform Democratic support. Could we find a path to make some rules adjustments to pass them?
But you don't have the votes to suspend that 60-vote threshold. So what kind of mechanism are you envisioning here that's somehow going to get this through?
As of right now, Margaret, we don't have all 50 Democrats on board with rules changes, but there are a couple of different paths. Some involve rules changes like a carve out to the filibuster, but there's other paths that we could take where the 60-vote threshold is only if you want to limit debate. We could do longer debate and then end the debate and have a simple majority. But we will have a vote on the bills, and we will have a vote on a rules path to get there because it's so important for the country.
You were with us back in November when a Republican won the governorship in your home state. You blame that Democratic loss on congressional Democrats who you said just blew the timing of infrastructure, workforce, and education. Congressional Democrats have majorities in both houses, and the American public expects us to deliver. Clock is ticking here ahead of those midterm races. What do Democrats need to deliver on in order to hold on to any kind of majority?
You're right, Margaret. I think we could have won that race had we done infrastructure a month earlier. Now we have delivered on the far-reaching American Rescue Plan. We have delivered on a once-in-a-generation infrastructure investment, although a month too late. I think we have to go into that Build Back Better bill and do the core provisions that reduce costs for Americans in these key areas. If we do that, we'll speak to their inflation concern. We'll help people out in every zip code in this country. I think we've got to do that. And it is my hope that we will find a path. Although the Vegas odds may not be great, we need to find a path to protect democracy from an assault that is being led by President Trump and his followers all over this country.
Senator, thank you for your time this morning.
So there you have it, you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, as he's saying he's optimistic that bits and pieces of the Build Back Better bill are going to get pushed through. But right now, with things the way they are, that the $1.75 trillion package itself is dead. Now, I'll keep you up to date on that, and just to clarify again, this is on a federal level for everybody in the nation. And we've heard the Biden administration say that they want to see more provisions actually come out after this, but Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema are two Democratic senators that are very concerned with passing more because they're saying we are really dealing with a lot of inflation and we don't want to add any more debt. And also, in my last video, I shared with you what Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank had to say on this, and he totally agreed. And he said, listen, right now, the Biden administration, President Joe Biden, he needs to focus on inflation and some of the issues we're currently experiencing because he's focusing on voting rights and the American people don't really care. And they're starting to feel like he's out of touch and he's losing popularity with the American people. And he actually said that he is less popular right now than former President Donald Trump. Let me know your thoughts, you guys, but he said he needs to get with it. Now, I'll keep you up to date on everything that's happening on a federal level with stimulus packages and potential stimulus checks for everybody in the nation. But now let me give you an update on checks going out on a city level to one group of lucky people. And here it is, you guys. Take a look. Link in the description below. City of Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Congratulations. Wilkes-Barre stimulus program begins issuing stimulus checks to eligible households. And for those of you that follow me here on the channel, you know these are popping up like almost every other day now. And as they do, I'll let you know in case your county or your city or your state passes new provisions that you might be eligible for. Now, this article says that the mayor of the city of Wilkes-Barre and the Commission of Economic Opportunity are pleased to announce that on January 10th, 2022, checks were issued to eligible Wilkes-Barre households by the Commission of Economic Opportunity in partnership with Berkheimer Tax Innovations. And it says that this one-time stimulus payment will be $300 and will be issued per income eligible tax filing resident households. So congratulations, $300 stimulus check going to the city of Wilkes-Barre. So that is the latest, you guys. A lot going on, and we're expecting to see a whole lot more coming out, and I'll keep you up to date here on the channel. And as always, thank you so much for joining me. And if you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, take a quick second to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Helps out my channel a ton. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments, share this out. If this is your first time here and you like to stay up to date, totally free to do so. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and I'll let you know what's happening, what's going out right now in form of checks or stimulus, what's going on with Congress. Also, consider joining that second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to learn about growing wealth and personal finance. And if you got any specific questions that you want to send my way directly to me, the best way to get a hold of me, I'm very easy to access, is to just hop onto Instagram and shoot me a DM at SteveRam3. But with that being said, you guys, hope this reaches you well, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.